1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, Perry and Leah. Well done to everyone who was proactive. Nice. I don't know. Perry.
Yes. So I guess I have a question on how to overcome overwhelm. Like when you get into the spin of there's too much to do and you just go, forget it.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know if it happens to anyone else, that at times you feel a bit of sense of overwhelm with all the stuff that you need to do. And the reason why that happens may vary. So there are a lot of situations that change for which we may feel overwhelmed. But for sure, it's something that we need to deal with. One thing that I've experienced and that usually sorts this aspect, besides learning how to manage your time, and we said that we're going to see that, is this. Managing your time is not just doing the things that you plan or planning all the things that you want, but it really represents a lot more. For example, when you feel the sense of overwhelm, 99% of the time during your day, you are not giving enough space to one specific kind of activities. You may know, maybe some of you have read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, or maybe you know about The Matrix by Eisenhower, that's where Covey took it from. There's a famous matrix with 4 quadrants that describe the kinds of activities that we could do, and dividing them in important and urgent, not important, not urgent, with all the different combinations that you can have. One thing that I've noticed is that when you have that sense of overwhelm, usually it's because you are not investing enough time in things that are important for you, but they don't have a deadline. So anything that relates to your personal growth, anything that relates to your well-being, to your relationships, connection, planning for the future. So all those things that are good to plan, grow, prevent, take care of your health, not because you have to, but because you enjoy doing it. When there's not enough of that, what happens is that we start feeling overwhelmed by all those things that do have a deadline and that we chase because we haven't really learned how to make more time for things that are important but with no deadline. It's like a dog biting its tail, right? Or chasing its tail. In Italian we say bite, in English you say chase, right? Thank you. Always these idioms. Okay. By the way, if you're learning Italian, in Italy, dogs bite their tails instead of chasing them. So, it becomes a dog that chases its tail. Why? Because I feel overwhelmed because I don't have enough time to do everything. But by not having enough time to do everything, what do? I don't make time to create the time that would allow me to plan effectively so that I don't find myself not having the time. At times we need to stop the world for a second and say, okay, wait, let me insert consciously some activities that will be good for my soul, good for me, good for my relationships. I'll make an example. Earlier, Martina, out of all her week, she achieved a lot of results this week, and it was amazing. I mean, she had a deadline that she had to achieve in 1 month, and she achieved it in 5 days, okay? When I asked everyone, what is worth noticing of last week? What did she say? I saw you after 4 months. Why? Because relationships are good for our soul. What did we do? We went to a park, amazing park, by the way. When you come to London, I will show you, near my house. I found it recently. And wonderful park, super green. We spent some good time together, just relaxing, enjoying, laughing. And out of the whole week, that's the moment that she decided to share, okay? And that's a great symptom of this. When we allow our soul to recharge, then we can keep going. If we don't create a rhythm, what happens is that we will get exhausted. Then on Thursday next week, we're going to have the webinar on time management. I'm going to elaborate a bit more on this. But for now, just make sure that you put some activities in your day that are important but not urgent. And you will already change the feeling that you have at the end of the day. Okay, Perry?